everybody, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about participant observation. Now, you might think that participant observation is just the opposite of non-participant observation, but it actually operates on a continuum. So once you decide that you want to participate in the field site, have some role as a participant observer, you have to decide what that level of participation looks like. And so what I'm going to do now is go over some of those options that are available to you. So number one is a passive role. So in a passive role, you are going to primarily be a bystander. You're hanging out. You might occasionally have a conversation with someone. You might, ask somebody a question to get more information to better understand the context. All right. But in general, you're not really engaging in any big activities. You're mostly on the sidelines. And for the most part, you're pretty quiet. Now, that's the passive that's going to be on one end, right? So we'll go all the way to the other end. We have full-on participation. There's a couple of different ways to think about full-on participation. First of all, you might be conducting research in a community that you are already a full member of. So let me give you an example. I belong to a yoga studio. I've been going to that yoga studio for almost a year, and I am a participant in that community, right? Like I know the teachers, I know the classes, I know the culture, I know some of the regulars, right? That sort of a thing, okay? So if I decided, hey, I want to do a research study in my yoga studio, and I want to be a full participant with that because I'm going to be taking classes, I'm going to be talking to people, having my normal conversations and doing my full-on normal shtick while I also conduct a study and do some observational notes. That's a type of full participation, but it's one where I already know the context, I already know the community because I am a member of it, okay? Now, you can still have full participation when you are not already a member of the community, okay? So you might choose to become fully active after the study starts within that particular community, and you learn the norms of the community, you start enacting them, you're engaging with them. It's really the same kind of thing as being a full participant, right? If I go back to my yoga studio example, it's going to be the same thing, whereas I'm still going to be talking to people, I'm going to be learning about the culture, I'm going to be taking classes, etc., everything that a member of that community would do. But the only difference here is I was not a member of that community beforehand, all right? I came in because of my research study, and now I'm going to learn how to be a member of that community, okay? So there's a little bit of a nuance there when it comes to full participation. Now, between the passive role and the full participant role, you can have a middle ground, all right? So you might seek a more moderate or more balanced role where sometimes you're engaging more fully in the community and you're engaging in those activities. And sometimes you might be taking more of a bystander role, okay? You might be more passive. And how and why you do that will depend on your research question and the context, of course. And as a researcher, you're going to want to go into that community with some idea about how you're going to be moderate, right? Where you're going to participate, where you're not going to participate. And obviously over time you can refine that, but you would want to, kind of come up with a plan going into it so you have a place to start and build from. All right, so in future videos, we're going to be talking about why you might want to use participant observation and the limits of it. So definitely stay tuned.